tipping point for me was the evening, about a year ago tonight. So we had 3 grades involved in inquiry, and they had prepared their inquiry projects to be unveiled on a night just like tonight. When you throw a party and you don't ask for RSVPs, you really don't know what's going to happen, and you've got that little knot in your stomach. You think, but what if nobody comes? What if we've done this all wrong? What if I really misjudge things? And the night of that showcase, when this room that I'm standing in right now was packed with parents, that was a real tipping point for me. It really heralded to me a sense that this is what the community was looking for, and the kids were so proud of what they were doing, and the parents were so full of good wishes that I knew that I was onto something that was going to work here. There are not kids in the hallways. You go into the classroom, the kids are happy, they're engaged, they're participating, they want to show me their work. So now when kids come down to the office, it's not about them, throwing an eraser across the room because they're bored. It's about, I want to show you what I'm doing. Have you seen my question? Can you help me with this? So when we design our inquiry, we are using curriculum expectations from a variety of different subject areas. If you look at the Ontario curriculum, there's a lot of little small expectations that fall under the big ideas. We are focusing on the big ideas. In math, we draw the expectations from all 5 strands, we pull them together, and by combining them into this interdisciplinary project, we are able to hit all the curriculum expectations. What we're going for is the math that they're going to be using in real life. I've been tweeting all day, and I will continue to tweet tonight. I've got a lot of sort of followers that aren't necessarily part of the Queen A community, but are part of the broader Toronto community. So followers that have sort of jumped on board when we've been involved in our design projects, from the TTC, Waterfront Toronto, architects, Green City, all kinds of people. So I'll be tweeting, and we'll see what happens.
I feel a little nervous, but I know that it's going to be okay in the end, so I should try to get through it.
The idea is that to bring water from the rain down to this pipe. After it's going to be in a container. Like after those tiles, they have 2 abilities. The first one is like, because they're glass, they like attract the sunshine. When the sunshine get here, the sunshine pass through and get an air pocket. And in the air pocket are going to hit the water. So the water is going to be hot.
Our main focus was to get what people really wanted to see in the community, and as you saw from our survey, this is really what the majority of people wanted, and we really believe that this would be sustainable, which means something that will last a long time and is eco-efficient and beneficial to everyone in the community and the economy and the environment, because we have lots of cool features that help the environment, and we really want to bring the community together. And our site would also create jobs for many people in the community, because we check the board profiles, and there are some people who are unemployed, so we wish that this would help people who require a job.
We also have a children and adult area, so it would be separate. So like the children's area would have a soundproof wall, so like it wouldn't really disturb the adults when they're reading, and it would be peaceful for them.
Good idea.
They're excited. They love it. Like you can see that they're learning, and you can see that they're proud of their work, and that they can see that the substance to it.
For our blueprints, as the way we're going to lay it out, we have our skating rink here with the sensors. This is going to be our splash pad. We're going to have a rental shop for people that don't have skates. And you can also book the ice if you want it there. And this is our green space with a stone walkway and swings and like a flower garden for you to look at.
That was great, actually. We didn't expect it that would go so great because we were nervous, but it's a relief now.
I think it's such a great opportunity for the students to present their work and the learning that they've done, and to share with their parents. And being able to talk with parents and connect with them, and it's a really positive feedback from the parents. They really like what's going on and love interacting with the students.
So some of the impacts we hope this restaurant would have, if it came to be a thing, is reducing the fossil fuels by use of fossil fuels by growing most of the food on the roof. Using renewable energy. So again, it doesn't use up fossil fuels, doesn't release any harmful fumes. So we would use renewable energy, of course, being the solar panels. And the greenhouse itself is very cool because they can actually help heat and cool the restaurant itself and save 50% of the energy bill for it.
There's a lot of energy here. Like just coming into the building and waiting for my husband to show up, I was like, oh my God, everyone's so excited and the kids are jazzed, and it's proud. I'm proud. I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of the principal and the initiative of this. It's very involving.
So this is the rainwater we collect, and then it goes up into here, filtrates through there, and then it all the dirty rainwater filtrates into there.
Before we chose this idea, right, we had to make a graph with the survey people from the city to see what they prefer to see at Ontario. When we did our graph, when we went to do our survey, we went to Ontario Place to see if there's anybody there, but there was nobody there since the place is abandoned, and the security guard told us, they kicked us out. They said we weren't allowed here, it's under construction, it's dangerous. So we decided to go to the Eaton Center, and when we were there many people, we surveyed 22 people, and a lot of people wanted a amusement park and nature park. So we put those two in our project.
They are learning very good because I saw another project before over there. They try to reconstruction about the underground, the Queen Station or something they said. So this is also I find a good idea. And this one also, they are thinking also very good, because Ontario Place used to be a very, popular or the people going. Now is like closed, right? So if they do better way, so people can go, even environmentally it will be the very good this thing,
It's definitely a success, and I think that from here, going back to the classroom tomorrow with the sense of accomplishment of what they've done today is something we can definitely build on.
Me and my group are actually planning just for fun to go to the place and propose this idea because we really are proud of it and we really think it would be a good idea. We've got lots of good responses from the parents. They were saying how they would actually love to go there, so I'm pretty proud of it.
The energy is amazing. There's so many students and community members around, and we've been going for over an hour, and they're still coming in. They're still going around. We have students from grade 8 here, but we have parents from grade 6 and 7, and we have the students coming and going, so they've gone to visit the grade 7s, and then we have grade 7 students who are coming to visit the grade 8s.
It's fantastic, wonderful, and the kids, I think, are so proud and so pleased, and they've worked so hard. And I just had a discussion with a parent, and she was saying she couldn't believe how well researched they are, but also the integration of technology and the knowledge, and also mentioned the thoroughness of the presentation. So that makes me happy.
As you can see, the bottom shows the countries, and this shows the scales of the death counts. And you can clearly see that Indonesia has the highest death counts estimated out of all 14 countries.
Earlier this morning, we were just setting up, and now seeing everyone having their inquiries up and people presenting is kind of whoa. You can just see everyone talking and having a good time, smiles on their faces everywhere.
So here are graphs and charts which relate to the math part of our project.
The boys and the girls there are doing fantastic. It's actually quite interesting. It's what I thought they would be. They're nervous, but they're also realizing that they have potential and they have power. And you can see with each and every presentation, they're getting better, more confident, speaking louder. It's a fantastic journey for them. This is the first time they've ever done this in their life. And I think the takeaway from tonight is that they realize how difficult it is, what has to go into something like this, and at the same time, this is the reward of feeling proud about themselves, not just some grade.
I learned that my dad was actually in the natural disaster that we're doing. He told me all about it. He almost got hit by a coconut. He stepped out there. He saw in the distance a boat fly by. He told me that. So this isn't just a project for me. It's a personal thing.
The parents who only see again a grade, but now they actually see their child, and I think in their eyes they envision their child grown up doing this in front of a boardroom. And I think that's something that inspires both the parents and the children to continue on.
I mean, I expected it to go really, really well. I really did. And I expected the kids to rise to the occasion, and they've done so.
It's a lot of planning and a lot of effort, and it seems at times you think, you know, is it all worth it? But then when you have an evening like this, you see really like why we do it, and it's just such an amazing feeling to be part of a school community like this.
10 minutes into tonight, you couldn't even move around. I always wonder what my next, am I ever going to be amazed again by what happens at Queen A? Because I feel like I get to this peak and the top and this is it. And then I have another event, and I'm just so incredibly proud of my students and my staff. And I realize that there's just so much more awaiting for us, that there's going to be another time. So it was amazing. It exceeded my expectations. The night was fantastic, and it's time to go home.